Beyond achieving separation of concerns and the efficiency that you gain from having that, what are you really trying to gain by using the MVVM pattern? There are really three key things that flow out of applying MVVM. The first that I've already touched on is maintainability. Having that clean separation of different kinds of code should make it easier to go into one or several of those more granular and focused parts and make changes without worrying as much about introducing new bugs or breaking existing features. That means you can remain agile and keep cranking out new releases quickly. The second goal and benefit of MVVM is testability. With MVVM, each piece of code is more granular, and if done right, your external dependencies and UI dependencies are in separate pieces of code from the parts with the core logic that you would really want to unit test. That makes it a lot easier to write unit tests against that core logic, make sure it works right when written, and keeps working even when things change in maintenance. Now that being said, a lot of teams don't ever get around to writing unit tests, or just haven't convinced themselves of the benefits of doing so. That's kind of a whole separate topic, and you can find a bunch of good courses on unit testing and why you should be doing it in the Pluralsight library. I'm not going to focus on unit testing in this course as a result, but strongly encourage you to consider unit testing your view model and client services logic with a decent degree of coverage. The last benefit is extensibility, and that somewhat overlaps with maintainability. Because of the clean separation boundaries and more granular pieces of code, you have a better chance of making any of those parts more pluggable and being able to replace or add new pieces of code that do similar things into the right places in the architecture. Again, there are some great courses on extensibility in the Pluralsight library as well.